like I was saying earlier, I'm with someone that I really care about. I'm in a relationship I'm very happy in, and it's good. But I think everyone that gets in a relationship, no matter what it is, I think you always have this thing of like, I call it like a yearning. I just call it the yearning. Because you just think about stuff that, if this stays, there's certain things I don't get to do anymore. There's certain things I have to give up for the rest of my life, presumably. And there might be things where you're like, dude, I wouldn't even give that for this. There's nothing I give for this, but you still notice them. That's why it's a yearning. It's not anything crazy. It's not a, I don't know, I can't think of another word, but it's just a yearning. That's the word, you know? It's not a temptation, it's a yearning. Like, here's something, I'm very happy in my relationship. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but I was at a bar not that long ago, and just a yearning. I see this girl at the bar, beautiful, hanging out, she's fun, talking to friends, you know, hanging out. What's that? And she's just hanging out, having fun, beautiful, and she has one hand. And I've always wanted to date someone with one hand. And I don't know. And here's the whole thing. Just to specify, I don't fetishize people with one hand. There's no sexual component to it. I don't look at them as objects. I look at them as people. But if you really want to know the whole fantasy of dating someone with one hand, if you want to know the whole fantasy, this is the whole fantasy. The whole fantasy is this. We meet, maybe online, something like that. I see a picture of her, but it's like neck up, nothing to notice so far. And you know, we exchange numbers. She's funny, I'm funny. We have things in common. We decide to meet. She picks a bar. She gets there first. I come in second. I sit across from her. Here's the moment. The big reveal. She's got to show me the missing hand, right? She's been here before, guys. Found someone she really liked. Things were going great. Then she showed him this. He got scared and bailed. So she's scared. Is that going to happen to her again? You know, fear's overwhelming to her right now. Here's the whole fantasy. The whole fantasy is, at that moment, fucking cool with it. That's the whole fantasy. The whole fantasy is really just me being a good person for 5 minutes. It's really the whole fantasy. Probably means I'm not a good person, but I know I'm not, because sometimes people will say to me, I don't know, maybe trying to make me feel better, they're like, Justin, maybe your girlfriend will lose her hand. And I'm like, that's not the fantasy. The fantasy is to be cool with it, not to be brave with someone. You know what I mean? That fantasy is not. Ironically, if my girlfriend lost her hand suddenly, I don't know if I can stick that out. I don't know if I'm strong enough for that. Probably have to end that. Ironically, excited that I now have the chance to date a girl with one hand. So, if you thought running to an ex was embarrassing for you at some point in the future, imagine running to your one-armed girlfriend with your new one-armed girlfriend. And then, you know, she's kind of looking at you like, what's the difference? And you're like, mostly physical therapy. She already did her